What's happening with you? What is going on? El Ray here, Shango Ray. And it's live right now. We're going to actually do a very brief full moon read. Full moon is in Libra, I believe. So, it's been a second. Got a thumbs up for here. Gerald Washington, what's going on, fam? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Salute. How you been? How you been? What's going on? Come on in, everybody. So if you're watching the rebroadcast to this shit, what's up, Aaron Velasquez? PG up in this mug. Doing just great. Phantasmic, Gerald. That's my word. That's my new word for 2021. Phantasmic. How you doing, PG? So yeah, come on in, y'all. I know I say this all the damn time, but I'm not going to be on here long. So we're going to do this read in just a moment. I'm going to hanging in there. Oh my God. I don't like the way that sounds, PG. Hanging in there. I envision you literally like on the monkey bars hanging. You know how when you hang on the monkey bars, see who can hang the longest and shit. I hope you're good though. Audius Decibius. What's happening, Ray? I mean, Audius, he said, yo, Ray. Watch Fox, what's happening? Audius Decibius. Decibius. Hope I said that right. Shout out to you. Good. Glad you there. Good. Just wanted to hollering at you. All right. No harm, no foul there. No harm, no foul there. So how's everybody been? Happy belated. I think I have said this live on camera, but happy belated Nature's New Year. You know what I'm saying? Because this is actually Nature's New Year. Angela, fantastic. What's going on? Yeah. So this is actually going to be the first new moon of the Nature's New Year. You know what I'm saying? And this moon, this full moon, is going to be in Libra. So the Libby leaves, a lot of shit going on, as usual. Yeah, I got you, PG. So where are we at? 3 minutes. All right, got 10 heads in the house. Look, before we go, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And if you're hard of hearing or suffered some form of traumatic head injury, which does not allow for comprehension, like, share, subscribe, and thrive, okay? And also, that's right, get these lickies on the like up. Would ya? Could ya? Should ya? Yeah, get them up. You know what I'm saying? Lick the like button on the way in. Don't be an unreciprocating lover now. Don't be an unreciprocating lover. Michelle, what the hell was happening with you? You know? Get them up. All right, so I think we're just going to start and see what the hell, or what I'm picking up on anyway, as far as like what's going on with this full moon. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I can tell you this. It's funny because Libra is all about the scales, right? Balance of some kind. And so I thought I would do 6 cards, you know, a 6-card reading for this particular full moon. And when I added up all the numbers of the card, it came out to 6. You know, which is every time I see 6, to me 6 is that number of Libra, because it's like it's balance. You know what I'm saying? So let's go through these cards and see what the hell we have. It seems like it's going to be an interesting time here. Things are coming to a head for many individuals in different ways. I see here. Okay. For some reason, I'm picking up on this, that there's somebody out there, maybe there's a few, 10-10, Word. That's the second time I done seen that. You know what, Gerald Washington's? I'm sorry, pause the reading real quick. I gotta tell Gerald Washington this shit. I've been working on new spreads, and because I'm about to flip all kinds of shit. But I wanted to do different spreads, and it's always good to like challenge yourself, learn some new shit, brush up on your shit. And there's one particular spread I do that is a 25 card spread. And the point is to see where the jokers land. And there's a whole thing behind all that shit. But it's funny because my joker was right next to a 10-10. I actually took a picture of the reading and shit like that. So I was like, I can go back again and check in with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny that you say 10-10 because I literally just did this reading like 45 minutes ago. And there was a 10-10 like right there. You know what I'm saying? And it caught my eye. And now you're saying 10-10. So anyways, all right. All right. So for some, you know what? I see for some people, there is like an air sign, could be a Libra, an Aquarius. It's 13 of us here. Please make sure that you hit the. That's right, PG. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be stingy with the like. Prosperity be what's going on. Okay, so this is the first card we're going to talk about here. And this, to me, this can also represent an Aquarius, okay? But for some of you, there could be an air sign, an older air sign, a man approaching you that's going to make some kind of impact in your life. Now, if you are a dude, this could be like, somebody who's going to gain you up, give you some type of information that you can move with, put into action immediately, okay? But, or, whatever. It could be also a romantic situation. It doesn't really feel too much romantic. It just feel like there could be assistance. All right. Now, this can also represent, King of Clubs can also represent for me any air sign. You know what I'm saying? So since we are in Libra, this full moon is definitely in Libra. I think for me, this card is asking, are you proclaiming, because this is a king now. You know what I'm saying? This king doesn't ask. This king's proclaiming, declaring, Are you declaring what it is that you truly, truly want? Whether that be in your finances, in your relationships, maybe having to do with you personally, i.e. your body, or just maybe you get tired of being in your own head sometimes. It's like, I'm tired of you, motherfucker. You look at yourself sometimes, the way you think sometimes, But what's coming to me with this, you can't just go approach a king. A king has boundaries. You can't just stroll up in the fucking castle and be like, hey, I was in the neighborhood and I thought I'd just say what's up. The king's busy. The king's on his shit. Where are your boundaries? When I said what you want, when I say, are you declaring what you want? Let me clarify that even more. I mean, are you setting your boundaries? Because being who you choose to be is going to require some boundaries. In order to have the ultimate freedom, you must have restrictions. It's this paradox thing again. I'm going to do a whole video on just the power of paradox and the different paradoxes. There's obviously more, but boundaries, yo. Are you letting people treat you in a way that is not cool? And if that's the case, are you more concerned with them than yourself? You know what I'm saying? Or what? Vice versa. People are going to treat you as you train people how to treat you by what you will accept, by what you will put up with. This is going to be one of those times. Part of balance is also knowing where to stop shit and where to let shit go, where to let it slide. You know what I'm saying? That's obviously a personal question, but I can see what I'm feeling is this King of Clubs, though it may represent an actual physical, literal person for some of you, I'm feeling this is also a principle that is going to be in full effect. Some of you are already in relationships where you kind of fucked up and you let shit go a certain way. And now maybe you're this particular kind of person and you're starting to wake up to things and you're like, you know what? This shit ain't cool. Or this is really what I want, or whatever it is. But you need some boundaries, healthy boundaries, I guess you could say. Because without, like I said, without restriction, you can't have true freedom. Another way of saying that is, for example, self-discipline. A lot of people don't like the concept of self-discipline. And you cannot have true freedom without self-discipline. It's just the way it fucking works. I don't know. I didn't create this. Maybe I did. I don't know shit. But like, this is the way it is. But there's a lot of this. For some reason, boundaries keep coming up with this King of Clubs. And are you communicating your boundaries? Are you going to let that motherfucker just keep talking to you like that? Keep doing those things or not doing them. A lot of things are going to come to a head. And there's no bigger head than the king. All right. And of course, along with all these different things, yeah, that's that temperance. That's another way of saying, yeah. So if you're watching this reading, I do be checking Latoya Adams. Yeah. So I think, was that Shimon 05 line up on there? It sure is. Shout out. Along the way, of course, you can't go through these types of situations. And yes, for some of you, it's going to be a cut. You can't go through these situations without learning more about yourself. Because if why are you getting pissed about this shit or upset about this shit in the first place? Don't just stop there in realizing, hey, I'm pissed. See if you can get a little bit more information about you. Like, what is it about you that this person's behavior or this person's whatever is pissing you off? Or that's just, why is this not cool with you? Whatever the action is, maybe they're slacking on a macking, maybe, I don't know. They just talk to you in a way that like you're coming into your own and defining yourself. Like, you know what? I'm the type of person, or maybe you just realize I'm the type of person, I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm not, I don't know. Jocko Willock. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I don't know. But either way, you're going to learn some things about, I don't know, and for some of you watching this, if you ever, like, when the shit hits and you're like, yo, let me go, if you happen to come back here and be like, you know what, that motherfucker was right, but at its best, it's going to be a learning experience. It's always a learning experience, no matter what. It's just whether you choose to learn or not. Like, the opportunities are always present. You know what I'm saying? So setting all these boundaries and things like that. And and when I say boundaries and shit too, I mean, I know y'all know what I mean. I'm not talking about some ridiculous shit or where your boundaries try and encroach and manipulate somebody else's behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, another thing about this is, I know a lot of people go through this shit. Like, people, in effective communication, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're taught basically, as opposed to saying, when you do this, you're not supposed to do all that. It's more effective to say, Like if you're upset about some shit, that hey, I feel this and this and that when you do this and this and that. And that's great. Sometimes people want to use that though to manipulate it. Like, okay, I feel this and that when you do this and that. Okay, so am I just supposed to stop? Or and then the next time it's something else. And sometimes that shit can be used to try and manipulate somebody else. If you catch my drift, you get what I'm saying. You know, um for some of you too, as far as relationships go, you may discover that you really didn't love that person. Everybody has their motivations, you see. Everybody has their agenda, you see. So, Barbara Martinez just commented, and I got to bring it up because it is true. When we learn more about ourselves, we become less tolerant to toxic shit and people. I notice everybody, the buzzwords, that is very true. I totally concur on that. I notice a lot of the buzzwords now because I just be watching shit, you know? Um, Narcissist and toxic. I mean, this has been for already like a year or two, maybe three. But like these are like the words that people like to throw. You're a narcissist. And you know what? In my opinion, humanity itself is a kind of narcissistic thing. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, every creature is about self preservation, you know, in nature. Okay. So I don't know how much more narcissist you can get than that. You know what I mean? But look, for some of you, this full moon might bring up some touchy emotions and shit. You know, it might bring up a lot of shit. Of course, based on what happens. Uh, but rest assured, if you got your shit balanced out, okay, you will be able to maintain a peaceful mind. Okay, that doesn't mean you're not gonna think some shit. That doesn't mean little thoughts and or all kinds of crazy shit may pop in. It's just you're able to maintain and stay on your square. It's that simple, you know. The other thing about this is too, I feel that this is truly a time of new beginnings, both astrologically, it's the astrological new year. In nature, it's nature's new year. And I feel like this four represents kind of like a box. And some of you have been living in this fucking box. You had this box up here for so fucking long. Now we're busting out. We're busting out of the box, which is going to mean stepping into the unknown, which is going to mean, you know, like adopting new ways of seeing things, new ways of thinking, giving yourself a chance to build new beliefs about things. And how do you do that? You have new experiences, you know. You do other things. You experience different things, even if it's just slightly different. But it's like you're getting off your little hamster wheel. For a lot of you, it seems like getting out of this hamster wheel and where the mind is set. Some of you will be doing some things, and there's, you know, that's it. It's a new beginning. Truly a new beginning. Not a false start, a new beginning. And yes, this will be followed. This will be followed, or I should say, include some irreconcilable differences, splits. You will be divorcing yourself from the bullshit. If you are the bullshit, then you will find yourself being divorced from whoever considers you bullshit. So, but irreconcilable differences, man. Irreconcilable differences. An awakening in the year of the ox. Thank you, Mr. Washington. I appreciate that. Yeah, for real. Absolutely. I really strongly feel like this is kind of an awakening time, like a major change around time. And this change around time includes certain different components which are going to facilitate a lot of change. And you definitely want to see where that's leading. But uh, some of you, because this irreconcilable difference will come because you're just, tired of any extracurricular. Some of you are in situations where you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Some of you are living in a situation where, like I said, you feel like you're walking on eggshells. You're not feeling like you are living authentically you, however the fuck that might be. Whatever that is for you, because you're worried about what somebody else may think. And hey, what's going on, James? Shout out. And it's I truly believe. Oh, shout out to Jay for the $20 donation. Thank you very much, sir. But what I'm saying here is this is also going to lead to the irreconcilable differences. Now, like I said, this is where the reading gets like fewer because a lot of people ain't going to do that. A lot of people will just keep putting up with the bullshit, you know. And yes, every relationship has its bullshit. My advice to you is to really, if you're in a relationship or if you're seeking one, and by the way, I got another video coming up shortly after this one because I had a really great question. Somebody emailed me a question about, attracting sexual partners or partners with a custom spirit servant, which are available now in the description box. And the answer you definitely want to hear is very surprising. Actually, really not surprising, but you definitely want to tune in for that. But whether you're seeking a relationship or whether you're kind of like maybe talking to somebody or whatever, my point. What was it? Yeah. But you're going to have to learn, like, what I would suggest strongly that you know what your deal breakers are. Shout out Melvin Brown. I would suggest strongly you know what your deal breakers are. These go hand in hand with the fucking boundaries. You know what I'm saying? What are your deal breakers? What is that one thing that person, I mean, obviously besides like some shit like cheating or something like that, most people will be like ready to just cut shit off if that happens, even though a lot of them will end up taking the person back or whatever. But what are your deal breakers? You know, does who you're dealing with know your personal deal breakers? Are you able to even tell them that without it turning into a bunch of fucking big crock pot full of diuretic shit? Because that's the other thing. I mean, you got needs, whoever you're dealing with has certain needs, or there's certain things they don't want to put up with, and there's certain things that they want to put up with, they want. And the same for you. Are you guys able to even discuss this shit without it turning into World War III? Or somebody taking something bad, or somebody not fucking hearing, maybe they're hearing, they're not comprehending, they're not feeling you. You know what I'm saying? Because probably chances are when you talking to that person about what it is, look, I'm not dealing with this shit no more, or like, or this is what I really want, or whatever it is. Okay, whatever it is, most of you want that look from the other person that says, you know what, I didn't know you felt like that. I feel you. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go change my shit just because I feel you, but there's something now we can work on. Now that I can like step in your shoes, I can see from your eyes, even just slightly. That helps so fucking much. But I have to say this too. Rounding this shit out, 9 of diamonds, baby. 9 of diamonds, baby. Yeah. I've been saying this. I think I said this on the new moon too. How the level up is real. This is going to be the year that some of you motherfuckers really level up. I mean, put it this way. If you take like from now, I would say maybe to the end of the summer, look how much you level up just from now to the end of the summer. Look back the last 2, 3 years. The level up here is going to fucking trump a lot of that level up, if there was any level up. Maybe there was some leveling down. So expect well, no, I won't say expect. A lot of y'all, I've been saying this. I said this the last one on the new moon, but I swear to you, I don't know what's in your water, but a lot of you are going to be finally bringing shit home. What I mean by that, you're finally going to be materializing certain things that you seem to have been chasing for quite some time. The thing is, that's the problem. It seemed like you were chasing, or you actually were chasing. The trick is not to chase, to let it meet you halfway. And I think that's a fair thing to say, because that implies that yes, you're taking your steps, you're doing your movement, but also your matrix is responding by bringing that shit to you too. So it's not just going to throw it on your lap, but it's also not going to make you just do everything when you're in your flow, but this also to me is like, I'm just gonna keep it real, man. Some of y'all got some pretty big money. For some reason I keep hearing investing. Some of y'all haven't been investing. I haven't, but I am getting into it as well. Whether it's, I don't know, stocks or fucking index this or that or whatever, you're gonna be finally getting your money to work for you in some form or fashion. And it's going to pay off. And I think it's going to spark a flame under your ass or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be some next level shit for you that you're going to keep on doing. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually, a lot of this has, I know this is kind of like a wild card, but like the first part was kind of like your interpersonal relationship with yourself, and then of course with whoever you're into a relationship with or whatever, because those things really do affect you. Those things affect your business. Those things affect your money. And yes, they do also affect your health. If you're always stressing out, cortisol always shot the fuck up, adrenal glands fried, that shit has a very debilitating effect. And it has a cumulative debilitating effect, because it starts to, like, you're always going to seem to be in the clouds. Like your head's always going to seem to be cloudy and shit, that's why it's so essential to have some type of peace in your life where you're just, even just neutral, just calm, just relax, just try and relax. Some of you need to hear that shit. Just try and fucking relax. Believe me, as I guess I don't want to say born hothead, but as a taught hothead, based off of what I seen, and a lot of us can be hotheads, and there's a time and a place for that. I'm not against anger. I'm not against no emotion. They're all valid. You know what I'm saying? They're all here for a reason. I'm not trying to. It's just as toxic to be overly positive as it is to be overly negative. Let's face it. You know what I'm saying? But 30 heads in here. 17. Hey, Joyce McKay. DeAndre Harris. Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Take that motherfucking yellow tongue and lick the motherfucking like button, would you? Could you? Vaughn! What's happening, Vaughn? So, yeah. Things are really coming into fruition here. For those of you taking them, doing them things. And like I said, I keep seeing and I keep hearing and I keep whatever, especially with this card, about investors and investing. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire, but if you can make an extra couple $100 every month, if you can, oh, Vaughn, I'm just doing a full moon read today. Hey, Salome for life. So yeah, apologies. You know, if I open the door to you, then everyone, yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it right now anyway, because I'm about to actually get off. But yeah, so things is coming. You know what I'm saying? They are coming. Thank you, Vaughn. They are coming to fruition. And the steps right now are extremely vital to that shit, you know, for you. So if you in that thing, thank you, Wise Fox, thank you, DJ. That's right. Lick that like button, okay? Pretend you got a 10-inch fucking Gene Simmons tongue and just lick the fuck out that like button. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Open that door. So yeah, that's how it goes. He said, open that door. No, I got to go. I got to skate. I'll tell you what. I will come on tomorrow and we'll work it out. We shall work it out. But that is your Gene Simmons used to scare the shit out of me. Yeah, especially I think didn't they used to eat rats and shit on stage, or somebody would like bit the head off a rat, some shit like that. I'm not quite sure. Well, Aaron, don't worry. Papa Shangito shall return tomorrow, and we're gonna handle it. Okay, we're gonna handle it. It's okay, Vaughn. I think you can rewind or whatever. It'll be back. It'll be processed here real soon. You know what I'm saying? Osborne did it. Yeah. So that's what I have. And it's funny because my personal card today, I always draw a card for myself, just one. And this is actually the first time that I've gotten this card. Kelsey Cook. I see. It was a bad. My card was the Joker. You know what I'm saying? And it's a very interesting. Chickens. What? Yeah. So my point is, and the Joker is all about beginning and endings. You know what I'm saying? Because an ending is a beginning. Just like the beginning of something is the ending of something else. You know what I'm saying? There's that paradox again. There's that paradox shit. You know? You can't get away from it. You can't get away from it. You cannot get away from it. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I appreciate everyone who's watching. If you made it to the end here and you're not on this live, shout out, thank you, and use that Joker energy. Yeah, of course, definitely. Definitely. And for me, the Joker energy often falls like in that crossroad, the trickster energy. You know what I'm saying? So this is that time. So we're gonna do a move in here, but we shall return tomorrow. All right, tomorrow we'll play with some cards. All right, we'll play with some cards. You know what I'm saying? So peace, and we shall see you on the next one.